Hi, my name's Cheri. Welcome back to my stamp studio. I'm continuing my ongoing series of cards that I'm making from the upcoming catalog. And if you are one of my customers and you have purchased from me since February, then your catalog will be going out on Thursday. So this video should post on Wednesday. That means your catalogs will go out in the mail tomorrow. So I'm super excited to get them out. I have a couple of extras left. I have more coming. I got enough that I would be able to cover what I knew I had. And then I've had some more people. I'm so excited to send them to you new girls, but I do have maybe like 3 or 4 extra. So if you want one, all you have to do is go to my website and order any size order. It can be just $5, but that just lets me know that you need one. And then those will go out. I've put some, they're not all the way ready. Well, the packets are getting there. They're not addressed yet. But I've got some little samples of ribbon and some designer series paper. Y'all gonna get a little bit of the end colors so you can see all that. So you're gonna be really excited when you get them. I was really hoping to have the beginner brochures because they're super, super cute. So you'll get those with an order that you place in June because I ordered them at the same time as my catalogs. But they shipped separately and I don't have those yet. And I don't want you to wait for your catalog. But the beginner brochures this year have some really cute stamps. In fact, my first order, I'm going to have some of those. So here are a few of the other cards that I've made if you've missed any of the videos. This is the one that posted today. And this is with the Forever Greenery. Love, 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 love this. That it may be my favorite. This is with the world map. I know is the dies, the world map dies. The Forever Greenery is going to be the one that posts following this. So if you like that, you're going to want to see the next one that posts after this. And then following that one, I'm going back to this one, Blossoms and Bloom. I'm starting to remember the names. It takes a minute when you have all these new things. And then this one's up. And then this was the first one I stamped with, but this was the day that the catalog actually came and I had not seen anything yet. So this was literally when you take it out of the box without having seen anything and you go with it. But the paper that I'm using today is also out of the same paper as this. And then here's another Forever Greenery. And then the actual first video I made was with the set that I'm using today. That was just a card tutorial and not just part of my opening the box. So I'm going to go back to the jar of flowers. I did want to tell you that my daughter is posting a video. She has just started her YouTube channel. So I'd love, 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 love it if you'd go follow her. That would make this mommy really happy because it's hard when you first get started to get subscribers, and YouTube doesn't like to show your videos until you have a certain number of subscribers. So it's really hard to get started. So I will post her link because you are going to want to see her video because the card's super cute. She filmed it here yesterday and it uses the little punchies, and we, because the first time I used this, I hadn't seen any other people use it. Didn't really have an idea on how to make it work. But then I was able to help her. And so now we've got it all figured out. So her card's really cute. And I let her take the step 2 of doing this. So I'll put her link down in the description, and then you can go watch that after you're done watching this card, and you'll get some tips and tricks. Her videos are much faster. I don't know if she talks in this one. She doesn't often like to talk, as a lot of people don't when they first do a YouTube channel. So hers go quicker. So I would just go watch that, and then you'll get a couple of more tips and tricks on how to use the pop-up. But for this one, we're going to use the jar of flowers and the punch, but the card's going to be a lot quicker. And we're also going to use the little reversible aspect of the stamp. So a lot of times I've had people, they order these and they think that they didn't get a stamp. But when you Stampin' Up! Shows you this direction of the stamp, they're showing you the reversible, which is a trademark for Stampin' Up!, the reversible side of this. And it gives you, when you have that, then you just have more ways to use your stamps. So this is going to be a real farmhouse kind of look card. So I've got some shimmer white, which is my favorite color. I thought about doing the whole card in shimmer white because I like this color. It's not vanilla and it's not white, but I didn't want the card to be shiny. I wanted the glass to be shiny, so I went for white, even though this is a little stark. And it's cut long ways, so 4 1/4 by 11 because of the way I'm going to tie my ribbon. In my last video, I had a ribbon tying disaster. So this time I'm going to try not to talk. to y'all while I'm doing my ribbon. And then this is the really pretty paper, and it's from Timeless Textures, because I need to go back to this, but my daughter has borrowed that suite. So until she gets, because hers is on the slow boat from Utah getting to Indiana, so I've let her borrow hers that she's going to order, and she's going to give me hers when she gets it back. So I don't have those pieces, but I did keep some of the paper. But it looks, all of the prints in it look like you've gone to Home Depot. So they're all things that you might be able to pick up from there, but we're going to use this little Farmhouse piece of wood. And then on our shimmer white, I have picked some colors of mason jar ball glass. So I've got Pool Party, Seafoam. Is it Seafoam? Yep. And Seaside Spray. And I like to collect the ball glass. So I have all of these colors in my kitchen. In fact, my kitchen's kind of a dirty seafoam. So I've got the back side of the stamp. So this is the reversible side of the stamp. So then when you stamp that reversible side, if you've watched my videos with the mugs, the Stampin' Up! Mugs, the water lilies from Celebration were like that. And then you just clean it off on your chamois. And I always go from light to dark just in case, but the chamois cleans super well. Now I've got my Seaside Spray, which now is going to be an outgoing in color this year because we're on its second year. So now we've got the Seaside Spray. Clean that off, and now Pool Party. So now you don't have to spend time coloring the jars in because they're just going to be colored in. So then just give this a quick clean, this side. And then you literally just flip this over. And now you've got your other side. I'm just going to use the Memento for this. And usually when you flipped it over, you just want to make sure that it's stuck. So I usually push super hard on my stamp pad the first time. And then just line these up. I thought about putting the little lid on this one because it would look cute, but I wasn't really sure where to stick it, so then I didn't. Because I'm going to be finishing the catalogs tomorrow, and then I've got kind of a busy rest of the week. And I set a goal to try to give you guys a new card every day for 2 weeks. So because I set that, you know, sometimes we make goals for ourselves, and I'm like, I don't know why I did that, but I did. So I'm trying to get a couple of videos ahead of time. In fact, my husband's out cutting the grass. He has no idea I'm filming. So he could walk in and say something that I may have to edit out because he doesn't know that I'm doing this. But I'm trying to get ahead, so maybe I can film one tomorrow. So this is Gray Granite, and this is a little stripey stamp that comes in the Jar of Flowers set. It reminds me of some washi tape that we used to have. Super cute. And then this Happy Birthday I have pulled out of the Blossoms in Bloom. I can already tell. I've used it a lot because it is one of the few sayings that sentiments in the new sets that we have. But I love the font. I love the size. And it's really on trend that you can make these little banner things with it. So now I just have a little thing that's not going to be overwhelming, and it fits the style of the card really well. But I did pull that from Blossoms in Bloom. The Jar of Flowers does not have any words with it. So now I just need to punch these out. Like I said, we're not going to use the little molds for this one, the little 3D things. And I was kind of sad that I didn't have any dyed tulle for this because that's really what I wanted. The only blue that I had, I need to have a tulle dyeing day. I know some of y'all have done that during quarantine. I started dyeing tulle a couple of years ago, and some of you buy spools of tulle just like I do. And I know during the quarantine that's been a fun thing that a lot of you have spent some time doing, is dyeing it, and it's addictive. But then I use a ton of it, and I have used all of my blue, and the only one I had left was Blueberry Bushel, which is an outgoing in color. And I thought about still using it, but it's just a bright blue. It was too bright for this card. So we're gonna use white. I would have loved to have had the refills for the new in colors. That's part of the reason I haven't dyed any, is because I want to dye in all the new in colors. So you can see I've mounted this a little towards the side because I am going to do my tulle ribbon. So you know you need a lot. So give yourself a lot. Well, we're just going to give ourselves that much because that's how much is left on this spool. And ever since I have fallen in love with this ribbon, every year that we get the retired list, I'm like, please don't be gone. So you double it over. It's the same that I do in all of my videos when I make a floofy bow. So double it over. And then this is why I cut my card this direction, because I wanted to tie this ribbon here. So put it here. Remember, it will stick to everything, anything it touches. So try not to let it touch your shirt because it will stick to it. So I want to cover this little bit of white here up. And the polka dot tulle can look like a wedding, be perfect on a wedding card, but it also has a great country feel for this farmhouse look. So either one. So now you're going to hold this double together. Make a big loop and just tie a regular bow. And again, keep it all so it's not touching each other. And get these loops as big as you can get them, so your other end doesn't come out. This is the longest part of this card, is making your ribbon, and it doesn't take long. So this is the hardest part you're going to do, except when it grabs itself. There we go. So pull these as long as you can get. You want these two little ends to be as short as you can get them, so these bows can be as long as you can get them. So now you've got these as long as you can. If I wanted to mess, I could get them a little bit shorter, and then you're going to tie another bow with the two long loops. That's why you want them long. And that's why you want to give yourself a lot of ribbon, especially if you haven't done these at camp. I always have them pull the ribbon, and then when I see them, I'm like, pull a little bit more. Because see, if I hadn't given myself that little bit of extra that was left on the spool, it wouldn't have been quite not enough. So now it looks kind of like a hot mess, but now I have a little baby bow that's really just a whole lot of ribbon knotted up in there together. So now you separate it. I guess I haven't done one of these because, you know, a lot of times when I do these on cards now, I just say, go find another tutorial that has a floofy bow and just separate it all out, because it does get mashed together. But the nice thing is these mail nicely because they all just pop right back up. But you need to remember that you have several layers of bow in here. So you want to separate them all back out and just open them back up. And then once you have it all open, if you have long ends there, like I do here, just snip those off so they're not obvious. You don't want them to be gone because they add to the body of it, but you don't want them to be sticking out. Then this is the cord that goes with this suite. So just give yourself, again, another nice little long piece. Slide it under. And kind of work it into where the center of this floofy bow is. And then you're just going to tie a bow like if you were tying your shoes, which is easy with the cord. Be careful that you don't like squish this bow. This is also good if you're new to the floofy bow technique, because it can help hold your bow there together if you're new to it. So just kind of pull that down, and then all this long stuff, you want it to be wispy. So just separate it out. And the blue and the white will separate, as well as that little piece of silver twine that's in there. And the little rope effect is nice for the farmhouse look. So just pull that. And pull that one. And then I place these on here. And whenever you have three things, here's a good tip for you. Place do the two outside ones first. So let's stick this one here. And this one here. And then that way you can put your third one in the middle and they're all centered. So this third one I'm going to pop up with my dimensionals. There we go. And just put that in the middle. And then we'll just take our little tag, make sure you don't need to cut any off. I wanted it to be long enough that it can kind of hide underneath there, but not so long that it's gonna stick out the other side. Super easy. So if you watched my other jar one with all the cutting and the coloring and the popping up and the dimensions, this one's a whole lot easier. And you could add flowers. You could switch it the other way and add some flowers. But it's nice that one stamp bundle can give you so many different looks. And it can be for quick cards. You could modify this down and make a really sweet little tag or bookmark as well. But from one bundle, you can get a whole bunch of different things. So I will put my daughter's link down there. She told me she was working on the video when she got home from work tonight. She's still working. So I will put that link down there. And if you need a catalog and you want it to go out tomorrow, I have like 3 to 5 left. So just hop over to my website and place an order and you will be getting it in the mail on Thursday. So have a great day. Bye.